Okay, hello everyone.
What's up?
What's up? Yes, this is a very special podcast today because we have been waiting to talk about this topic for a very long time, and I feel like it's time right now. So let's get started.
Let's go, bro.
Let's go, bro.
Let's go.
Okay, so the topic of today, right now, is spirituality. Yes, this is always my topic, and I think yours too, right?
We're evolved in with spirituality for quite a long.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
And yeah, it can go very deep spirituality, and for everyone it's also like different. It can be different for me, for you,
Of course.
and it's like are we spiritual? That's the thing. Like we are not that spiritual, but still we are that spiritual.
Like there's a term that exists and it's named spiritual intelligence. So we won't be spiritual if we are not spiritual beings. How can we have spiritual intelligence? So we are spiritual beings.
Yeah.
So I agree with that.
So, a question for you: what is spirituality for you specifically?
For me personally, what is spirituality for me? It's a path of lessons. That's what spirituality is for me. Like spirituality taught me things that school never did. Like I'll give an example so they can understand it. Making the morning walks in the forest.
Yeah.
That's a spiritual moment for me, because that's when my body comes to rest and my whole nerve system is calm and my head is empty of I have no thoughts.
To connection.
Yes. All is one. I'm connected with everything, you know? Just like we all are, but sometimes we disconnect, just like you would disconnect with your phone
easy.
And
easy.
And I don't know. It's very personal. It's a very personal question. Like, and I can answer it differently tomorrow. But all I know is that we are all spiritual beings, and we all have spiritual intelligence.
It's very, very good. Very good.
What's spirituality for you?
Well, it's a tough question actually, and for me, it's like being the best version of myself.
That's how you are.
Yeah. So every day we have a new chance. They say YOLO, you only live once.
You only die once.
But you only die once. You live every day.
Yeah.
So every day you can get better and better and better and better, and being like aware of your bad habits, because that's the first step, and then also about your good habits, and then you change the bad habits into good habits, and just following that spiritual path, you know,
constantly evolving path that is
the growth,
limitless. Like there's no destination. It's not like, oh, I have 1 million and that's my destination. There is no destination in life. Life is an ever evolving process. So
It is.
it's like you said.
Okay,
You mentioned it very good.
Thank you.
I think a lot of people can put themselves from your perspective and look at it that way. So
Thank you,
your
man.
answer.
And then the question actually, because you know, it's all what do you want in this life? It's not money, it's not this, it's not that, it's actually happiness. And where does the happiness come from?
It can be happiness for some people. For me, it is a meaning in life.
Meaning, purpose.
I want a purpose.
Yeah.
Like
purpose.
everyone wants a purpose. You don't wake up for work so you can be happy. You wake up for work because you know you have to endure that, and there will come a path for you that's your purpose, and you're doing your thing. Like, this is our purpose, this podcast, you know? Who the fuck is gonna wake up on Sunday this early from our environment, like from this place? Who's gonna wake up in the morning to film a podcast?
They're still sleeping. They went out yesterday.
And they have probably 1,000 excuses, because I know there was probably a smart guy on the other side of the screen, on the other side of the camera, that's probably very intelligent and is very good at something, but he's not creating it. He's only thinking about it. And
yeah,
everyone is in the past or in the future, but life is now, in the present. Like,
yes,
now has no time. Because I'm gonna give you an example. when you think about yesterday, that's a time. When you think about tomorrow, it's a time. But now has no time, because now is not a result of thought. It just is, you know?
Okay. So that's, now is the only thing you got.
Yes.
And that's where the happiness is, right?
That's where the creation can happen. That's what makes us different from animals. We have creativity in us. And creativity is achieved in the present moment, not in the past. You can get ideas from the past. Like when you're a painter, you can get ideas from the past, but still you will need to create it in the now. You will need to paint now. So I think we have lost some sight of that from that. We're all too busy with what has he said, what music did he upload, like what.
Yeah, and if you judge, you actually get into a negative frequency, right? So
yeah, you're lowering your own being. Why should what is a good perspective? Like, I don't hate negativity. I love negativity, because pain is what makes you work. It's not the happiness. You're not gonna go to run because you get happy from it. You're running because you have something to prove to yourself, because you have meaning. Like, I have to accomplish this, and usually it comes from fear. So I don't see negativity as negativity.
okay.
But I don't want to be a negative person either, if you know what I mean.
It's very well said.
Yeah, it's well. Hopefully I'll say it in a different type of words in a few years. But it's
we will keep evolving, right?
Yeah,
it's always a constant process, and we will keep doing this until we die. Probably, indeed, and the next question, because you are what you eat, right? And
you are what you eat.
Yeah,
what you consume
and
becomes your
also
DNA.
the spirituality comes within that. So how conscious are you when you eat?
Sometimes I'm human, like we all are.
Yeah,
so
of
sometimes
course.
I slip, like I catch myself eating shit I shouldn't eat.
Oh yeah,
and then I'm like,
we all
but
do
I don't
that.
go to
We all
spit
do.
chicks at all.
Yeah.
But what was the question?
The conscious eating.
Conscious eating. I try to, if I have to, like in America they have grades, right? Like you get an A or a B.
Yeah.
My consciousness on food, I would say it's a B. Mostly I'm eating good, but not all the time. Like I have also my mistakes and choices of food.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah,
I literally also have it, and I would give me even less than a B, me myself.
When have you eaten something shitty last time?
Yesterday,
What did you eat?
I ate, how do you say it, kapsalon in...
Capsule. It's like barbershop. No, how do you say it?
How do you say it? Yeah.
It's a plastic box with
all greens and vegetables and fries into it, but with no meat.
Oh,
no meat.
Okay.
So
and some cheese sauce.
no, I don't eat cheese.
Oh, okay.
So
Why not?
I don't like it.
Why not?
Because
As personally, or
because of it's actually like rotten food, cheese. So it's poisoned. It's made from like things that are rotten.
And so
and there's also
so
like
the people who are watching.
Yeah, so
are
basically
thinking,
the people who eat cheese, there is a drug called casein into cheese, which is even more addictable than morphine, which comes from, what was it? The heroin.
Yeah,
so
plant.
what does that mean? Everyone who eats that cheese, I see it, it's addicted as fuck, right?
No, you really said something that sparked the light in my head. Like I didn't know that. I'm gonna stop
research
eating cheese,
that.
but
Yeah.
First I'm gonna research it and apply it to my own life, because
You like cheese?
I don't feel good after eating cheese. So
No.
I always listen to my body. Sometimes when I'm doubting myself, like, is this good for me? I eat it. I try not to prejudice it. So I eat it, and then I ask myself, how do I feel? Like sometimes after eating, I feel energized. You know, I feel this creativity. This
Yes.
And sometimes how do you feel after eating chips? To be honest, you
tired.
feel like shit, bro. You just wanna enter your own world. You know, you wanna lay in dead.
And then hopefully the next day will start, right? And then it's gone.
Yeah, true.
Like
and
that.
hopefully the next day it starts, and you try to apply the best habit as first as possible, so you win the battle. Life's a battle, brother, isn't it?
Every day it's a battle.
It is.
And I saw the full moon yesterday. It's like astrology. Many people don't believe in it. It's like
Oh.
numerology. Also, many people don't believe in it, but personally, I do.
There's the full moon. When is it?
It's I thought it was full moon like yesterday, but you said it will be in like 2 days.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
Someone texted
Like
me that.
like that.
But what does it mean, a full moon?
I don't know. Tell me.
All I know about it right now, at this moment, in the present, is that it has influence on water.
Water.
So when there's a full moon, the frequency of the water changes and it becomes more powerful. So we are like 80% water or 70% water. So if it influences the sea, why does it influence us?
Oh,
You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
what
I
way, but
understand.
what I found out by myself
Nice,
is
nice,
that
nice.
that I gain more creativity and I'm more in the present moment when the moon is there. But it's not like it's not like I'm focusing on it and that's why it is. But sometimes someone tells me, hey, it's full moon, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm feeling also very good, so that'll probably have something to do with that, but I don't know if it is, it's probably God, but yeah, full moon. What do you know about it? Because
Actually,
you asked the question in a way
yeah.
that you're...
I'm not
educated
informed about it. I know that, like, I believe in astrology, which is also connected to the moons, right? Or not?
Bro, I know like 0.0001 of astrology.
Yeah, same with me. So that's a hard topic to talk about for me.
What is astrology? Is it like Taurus and...
Yeah, Aries,
horoscopes?
like our
What horoscope are you?
Aries.
Oh,
Yeah.
Aries, yeah. I have
So
this
Ram.
favorite artist, he's Aries. He's probably Aries as well, isn't it? It's possible. Eh? Yeah, I'm Taurus, but it's not like some people like. I had this conversation with a girl, and she said, "What horoscope are you?" And I said, "Lion." And she said, "Yeah, you really have the all the things that's said about lions. You're brave, and you're this and that."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Yeah, I'm the lion." And then when I met her, I'm like, she's like, "And you're a lion. You should have a very good time right time." I'm like, yeah. And then I said to her, "But I'm actually a Taurus." And she was shocked. She was like, "Oh, that's why you're so calm." So I think all these astrologies have like just human things.
Personalities
Yeah,
also.
they're just personalities, and they're
Yeah.
just easier for. But I don't want to limit myself.
Due
Like,
to that. Or
even with the archetypes or with the personalities of Carl Jung, like why should I call myself a ENFPG or ENFG? Why should I?
why?
Like people come to me, like my cousin that he said, "You're an introvert." Yeah, around some people I'm an introvert, around some people I'm an extrovert. But if you tell me what I am, I might believe it and start to develop in a way that's not me. So all I want is just to express myself, just to be who I am. I want to change in a constructive way, not change because you call me an introvert or because you say I'm not social. I'm very social. If our interests are the same, you know. So
Yeah, I understand. It's like
I don't trust these things. They just limit you. It's like you're an introvert, so you shouldn't talk in front of 1,000 people. Bullshit. I would love to talk before an audience, you know. I would love that. Like I would feel less fear talking in front of an audience than like talking to a girl, you know. To be honest. To be really honest.
yeah.
Like yeah, bro.
You know, in the first, you know, we all had fears, right? And just like your example, talking to a girl, well, fuck, you know, that was fearful in the time. Right now we have like
Yes.
overcome that fear. You can talk to everyone now.
And after the fear.
But before I couldn't.
After the fear, are you still fearful?
You're still feeling it, but you know, you've done so much action because that action gives results, so you can like remove that fear in that moment.
Beautiful set. And the action prevents yourself from doubting, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, are you doubting yourself? Put in more action.
Yes.
Are you doubting your Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu ground game? Train more. Are you doubting your social skills? Train more. Are you doubting your knowledge about football? Or do your research? You know, action. Action is always the answer to doubt.
Action, and then reaction.
That's a good one.
So yeah,
Pathetic.
then the next one, you know, when there is something painful going on, you know, like you feel it, right? So
It is change.
something loses your temper. You get like like this guy is telling me something, and you're like, oh shit, I get angry.
Yeah.
Well, what things make you angry? Or, like what the fuck, like that.
You have your own. To anger, mostly people who are angry on themselves, but when you're angry, express yourself. Like what I would do in the past was like, if I was angry, I would keep it in. So somebody else couldn't see I was angry, so we couldn't, because I was around people that if they saw I was angry, they would make me even more angry, if you know what I mean.
So you get very emotional, but you keep the emotions into yourself.
Yes, that's very dangerous for self-development, because you don't know who you are. But after I found out what my anger reaction is, I found out more knowledge about myself, because all knowledge is self-knowledge. So I found out who I was after I got angry. I found out who I was after I was sad. I found out who I was after I was happy. So you should feel the emotion. But to react with anger is not the proper way to respond. The best way in my eyes to respond is a calm state of mind, calm state of, like...
Yeah, calm.
Don't verbalize negativity. Like, they say positive thinking is strong. It is. But what you speak is 4 to 7 times more powerful. And imagine if you're saying a negative word, it makes it 40 times more. Like, they say one negative thought is, I don't know, 10 times stronger than a positive thought. But when you say a negative thought, it's 40 times more stronger, or something like that. So negative verbalizing is the bigger problem than positive thinking.
The words.
Yeah, because a lot of us nobody wants to be told, think positive.
No,
to be honest.
no.
To be honest.
No.
I told a lot of people. That's how I found out they don't want to be told this way. But if I hadn't told them, I hadn't learned it. But people don't want to be told to be positive. Everyone knows to be positive. Everyone knows that positivity leads to a good life. That doesn't mean it helps them in their perspective. Like, you can't be positive when your mom dies. Like what? You can't be positive when you're in divorce.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. You can look at it in a positive way, but that does not make the situation positive. So instead of focusing on the positive thinking, eliminate the negative verbalizing. Like, stop saying things out loud you don't want to say about yourself. You know what I mean? Don't tell yourself I can't do it. That's the only word that somebody. That's one of the words that somebody else says that angers me. Really, it burns it gives me a shake through my head, like somebody slapped me in the face. When somebody says I can't do it. Like, bro,
I can do it.
Are you serious, bro? Because you just missed one letter. You just had to remove one letter.
Yeah, I like
your
it.
whole brain system.
I'll put it on screen.
Whole brain system would work differently. Like, you would have a lot of different creative ideas because you said I can do it. And with the younger, I like to spend time with the younger generation. Like, I'm only 20, but I like to know what the 15-year-old thinks. Because I have friends who are 30. I have friends who are 40. I have people around me who are 60 and I see them once in a week and we go to talk. So I watch what they learn and their experiences. So what I learn from the younger generation is that, first of all, they're full of doubt.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but second of all, the younger generation has really taught me to stop negative self-talk. That's what they told me. Like, most of them do it. Like, I ask them, like, bro, do you want to join me in a podcast? Oh, I can't do that, my mom is watching. Yeah, that's like one example, but I'm like, oh,
that's good.
Yeah, my mom's watching as well, and she's pretty proud because I'm informing the youth, you know, informing my audience. So why should you watch it that way? Why should you already limit yourself by saying you can't do it? Because that eliminates creativity. That crushes it. And we should crush negativity. So we should eliminate the negative pattern of thoughts. And positive self-talk is the way. But it's hard to be like an affirmation person. Like, some people do a lot of affirmation. I do it as well, but
yeah,
you have to continuously do it. But why don't you stop? Why don't you just quit negative speaking? It has a huge effect. So I've talked a lot about this.
Yeah, and people understand it now.
Yeah,
so
I hope they get my perspective, it's not truth, because my truth is my truth. It's my perspective right now is my truth. But I hope they can remove their own mask and their own one-dimensional perspective and be like, maybe
open the box, right?
Maybe this is possible also, and exactly open the box, open it,
open the box.
Keep
maybe
it empty.
Some things are there,
Keep it
you know,
empty so it can absorb.
Extend the comfort zone.
Expand. Thank you, brother. That's what I wanted to hear.
So, yeah, it's a very, very important podcast here, and we want to leave a legacy, like we've told in different episodes. And tell me, how do you want to be remembered? Like when you're gone, what do you want them to say?
As a man who couldn't resist his own inner fire. That's what I want to say. I can't resist bro. I can't just sit down and be like them. I can't. You know what I mean when I say be like them? Just be like what we used to
normal,
be.
Right?
What we used to do, so we could fit in a world that not fits us. That does not fit us. They don't.
Very
fit
well
us.
said. Very well said.
No, but you understand me. Like,
yeah.
We have to always change so the other person can come into. Oh no, now you have to higher your frequency so we can talk on the same level. I'm not gonna lower my frequency anymore. Like some people tell me you're talking in difficult words. That's not what I want. I want to explain it in an easy way, but I don't know.
It can be various things.
What is the problem that many youths or our audience is facing right now mentally? What's the mental, like the physical problem is probably personally, but what's the mental problem?
Yeah, they have the fear.
Fear.
That was my biggest thing in the past, you know.
Fear for what kind of fear?
Fear for example, just talking to that girl. Fear, for example, to put on your finger in class, like that. Those stupid things,
and
right?
All it is a little voice.
Yeah, and yet you have that fear every day still. But you know, like we said previously, it's the action that breaks the circle, the negative pattern. So we either go down or we either go up.
That's a beautiful demonstration.
Really. And we're going up. And I hope the youth in Belgium is also going up, because there are indigo children. There's a big community growing and coming in Belgium, also all around the world.
Yeah, like people are waking up.
People are awakening. I call it the mass awakening, man.
Like the Illuminati is losing.
Yeah, of course they will. 15 years and you're gonna see the system fall.
15.
Yeah.
I would say when people don't have food on the table, they will fall. I swear to God, I believe that, and I want to lead them. You know, I hope they don't eliminate or execute me, but I hope I will be one of the woken. Let's mention one of the woken. That's the legacy.
We're gonna ascend to the fifth dimension.
Like, I want to.
I have a spiritual question for you.
Fifth dimension.
Yeah, that was the question.
Wait, let me finish that sentence.
Okay.
I want to do what others couldn't. Like there were a lot of leaders who want to eliminate this corrupt system. We are in a corrupt system, brother. It's reality to deny it. It's the biggest lie to deny that we're in a fucked up system. But it does not have to affect you or your attitude or your perspective, you know.
Yeah, very well said. Very well said.
Influence. Like sometimes I wake up, I'm very positive. My mom blesses me, my dad blesses me. I just go out of the house and I see things that I'd rather not see, you know, like faces that look at me. They're so sad, brother. They're so tired of life. And I'm like, I'm like, if I could only show them the energy that's in them. But I can only be a guide. I cannot give you truth. You have to find your truth yourself, because my success system may totally different from you. You can say successful people have to wake up early, but I know successful people who go to sleep every day at 3 o'clock because they're making beats, and that's what their success is in.
Yeah. So it's different from you have to adapt on it, and that's very true.
Yeah, there's a lot of variations. And what was your question about?
Well, actually, the fifth dimension. That is actually we're gonna talk about that in the next episode. So
okay. Because you know why? I've learned about third dimension. That's the dimension we are in. Like how many dimensions are there? Probably.
1, 2, I think 7 or 9 or I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that eventually we're gonna ascend to the 5th dimension, but that's a different topic to talk about in the next episode.
Is that close to God?
Could be. I don't know. We'll talk about that. So, this was our first podcast about spirituality. As you all saw, we have a lot of things to talk about when it comes to spirituality and go so wide, high, in every different perspective.
Yes.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give a like. Give a subscribe.
Yeah, just
join
do
the
that.
tribe.
And I also want to thank all the people that are watching right now, because it will probably be uploaded a little later.
Yeah.
I want to send love to the doubters, just people who come to your face and say things to you like you can't do it. I love you guys.
Yeah.
I love you, and
Do the action.
yes.